So Patoranking posted a picture of a child and
my
his
What
and
now?
a woman.
I haven't heard this.
Oh yeah.
What's this?
And MI quoted it and said
Why is you? Why
Congrats to you.
he said congrats, bro. Why did you think that was his child?
I just saw
Wait,
a
you put a
picture. And I
child
was
on
all,
Twitter?
yeah, he just said
Yeah,
he's giving birth. It was all over the blogs. It was
He didn't
everywhere.
say anything.
He captioned
He
it.
just posted a picture of a child that
No
was
caption,
not a
nothing.
newborn. Yeah, no caption. It's not a newborn child. And that woman didn't. The woman in the picture obviously did not just give birth to that child like maybe an hour ago. Do
So
you
what
understand?
part of the picture fooled you?
Bro, it was all over the blogs. That Patoranking. I saw it on the blogs before I saw it on his thing. That Patoranking just welcomed a new child. So when I saw the picture, I just retweeted it.
I said,
I
congrats,
didn't, bro. This is Twitter. I'm not like forensic. Like, when was the child born? What is the name of the hospital?
After
Like, I
giving
just
me
saw.
all that crap about
me
fake
see.
news.
Yeah, fake news.
I'm just
Yeah, but it's not
saying.
fake news that there was a baby in his arms
Yeah.
and that blogs. Like, nothing I've said is fake
Hey, what if the child is actually still his child, but the child had been born like
before.
Before.
Yeah. The story
you
was
can't
on the
say that.
blogs.
Wait, what's the problem now? What's the issue?
No, it's just because MI was.
Well, just like
So it turned out that it wasn't his child, or he didn't like.
it looks like a
looks like
music
it's a music
video
video.
or something, or something else. I don't know why he did.
Well,
Like
congrats to you on your music video then.
That's not what.
that's not what. Yeah. Anyway.
Don't try to. No.
So you're just trying to troll me.
Yeah.
Just a
wanted
little
to
bit.
Point out that
So
But
basically,
why
right,
was he?
guys.
What's
A
happening
woman,
for my guy?
left her house and husband for a week. The husband
She
didn't do
left
his,
her house
her home and husband,
and
basically.
husband.
Yeah, basically.
she traveled somewhere.
She traveled for a week and left her husband at home alone. And the husband didn't do his dishes or any cleaning for that matter. So like there were maggots and everything growing on the dishes he left there and everything. And she came back, made a video of it, posted it on social media. And yeah, what do you guys think?
Next topic.
Why not?
I don't want to
Why?
But like, why the fuck do we care about this?
Why
You
don't
guys
we
talk
care
about it.
it?
Both of you talk about
why
it.
don't we care
How do you
about
guys feel
personal
about it?
hygiene?
I don't understand.
Wendy, talk to us about gender reassignment
what do we think
and like.
about a
Gender
man?
assignments is hygiene.
Not
What do you
cleaning up
mean?
himself
You should-
after
you should not
Give a
himself.
fuck about his hygiene. Like that's his.
Who is this guy?
Like,
Who is this random guy that Twitter
I just
post
want
was
to point
posted?
out again that that's the premise of this show.
what?
Random. We talk about
No,
random.
we don't talk about. Let me tell you something that's important. YC yesterday, called out Michael.
Oh yeah, Mike.
Yeah, we do.
we were cousin. Come on.
Yeah, we can. He
Wait,
called him
hold
out,
on.
the Free Me Digital guy, the guy that's the general manager of Sony.
So are we gonna brush back
West
past
Africa.
like Wendy's topic right now?
Yo, that
Oh,
topic
is that
fucked up.
Wendy's
Next.
topic? The guy's dirty.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Embarrassing.
happened with YC?
Don't put out your business in public to the woman.
So he went
Do
on
you
a
have anything to add?
Twitter rant.
No. What
He went on a
happened was
Twitter rant.
And you know your husband. Don't leave your husband at home if you know he can't wash the dishes.
Or get somebody who can.
You know what I'm
come in
saying?
and
Or
wash
get
the
a house help.
I mean, he's a grown man, but like,
You
it's
hate what I was
fine.
saying. But this is what you want.
I hate this show.
See,
You hate this show?
but Wendy, this is what you want.
I hate everybody
Wendy,
on this show.
Wendy, this is
from
what you
me,
want.
man,
Wendy,
nigga.
listen, you know why Wendy's so fake? You know what? You're full of shit. Let me tell you why you're
Always
full of
full of
shit.
shit.
Let me tell you why you're full of shit. Because this is what you want.
What?
When we said this is a non-issue, you were like, I'm so hurt. Why don't they fall into my trap and allow me to emerge the hero? Okay, we have said what you want us to say.
No.
Please speak. Speak on the issue.
It's okay.
The guy should be flogged publicly through the streets because he can't wash the dishes.
No. I just think he could have hired somebody to clean it. I understand being lazy. Just find somebody to wash
Yeah.
it. It's that simple.
But is it possible that, first of all,
Somebody said she would leave the man if she,
why were the plates dirty when she left?
they were not there.
They're not dirty.
Also, he used the plates and just left them.
Yes.
Yeah.
How long was she away for?
1 week.
And maggots grew in 1 week.
If you don't throw away the food,
I
in
don't
the
know about
plate,
that.
Okay,
And
actually,
there's moisture
all
in
depends
one
on where you are.
week.
Yeah, it all depends
Yeah.
on where you are in the country, what time
Like
of year it
when they
is.
showed me a bit of the video and it was.
Disgusting. Is it a Nigerian woman?
it sounds
I
like
believe
a
so.
Nigerian
Yeah, I believe so.
woman. But it probably.
But I mean, I don't know. Okay, so what was the point of making a video and putting it on social media? Like,
I don't know if she actually sent. So what I was saying to that is that it seems like she either put it on social media or she sent it to like a WhatsApp group or something, and then they were like, put it out everywhere, send it everywhere because I don't know.
right, what's the point?
Apparently
Men
he
are
didn't-
dirty or-
We don't know her hand.
No,
men.
no, we're not
Men are
saying
not
men
dirty.
are
So I'm trying
dirty.
to find
Listen,
the narrative that
I
they're
do the
trying to push this.
dishes.
There's no
I
narrative.
cook now.
We're just talking about
Yeah, I'm saying I
a
clean my
particular
room.
man that did not wash his plates.
You're supposed to do all those things. Like, that's.
Who's
Yeah.
supposed to-
But he didn't even apologize for it. She
That's
said he
their
didn't
business. I
apologize.
don't give
Yeah.
a fuck what goes on in their way. That's their business.
See, the point of this is that
They don't give a
that's
shit, it's
their
fine.
business.
That's their
Like that's you and your husband. You know?
Okay, so basically, yeah, basically you should.
But I
make
think
this
what Wendy
list
wants
of
us to say
clear.
is
No,
down with
No,
patriarchy.
I
Patriarchy.
wanted it to lead to a larger conversation.
About what? Tell us what you want,
I'm
Wendy.
not having the conversation. I've killed it.
Let me explain something to you, fans of this vlog cast and podcast. This Wendy comes here every week and pretends like she doesn't have an agenda. She has listen. She has
The
things that she wants to
feminist
talk
agenda.
about, and please feel free. Women out there that have things about ladies out there that have questions about feminism and topics about that, please bring it forth. Your hero is here. Your savior is here.
Don't bring it forward.
Yeah, well, how does feminism get to play a role?
In this story, I think it's the wrong.
I don't think it's more about the larger conversation that happened around the topic.
Like
Somebody was like, oh, if women, if you burn rice and your husband puts out a video, I hope you will not be upset the way they're telling this man not to be upset. There's also the conversation about should she have actually put out the video.
Yeah.
And then there's the conversation about like, okay.
I think the subtext, pardon me in saying this, Wendy, is that whenever you see these things, it is glaringly obvious to you how women are regarded in society. And it's not one little thing. It's not just the fact that he expected his wife to do the dishes. It's not just that in the telling of the story, people are looking, they're not saying, in a fair world, if she did this, but they're just saying, oh, you're a woman, you should shut up and clean your house and all that. I think that's the subtext that you see, right? Now, for us,
Yeah, you guys.
This
men,
story-
they're male privilege.
yeah, so this story doesn't really, without seeing all these other parts, it doesn't really
You know
carry
what?
that.
As the producer of the show, I'm going to have a whole episode about feminism, about gender roles, about
fucking
all
hell.
this shit.
Yes, no.
Watch me.
I love it. I love it. I'm ready.
Watch
Because again, as I said, you citizens of Earth, this woman has a lot to say, and a lot of it, we always have deep conversations, and it has got me thinking a lot. And I see the world differently now because of a lot of things you said to me. But
I don't think it's like.
say it to them. Don't set us up. don't be like a woman didn't wash her plate too.
I wanted you guys to have a conversation about it. I obviously don't want to lead the conversation. I don't want to put my
Well,
agenda
you
for
said
that. You
two
guys
things.
Mm.
are individuals
You said two
on
things
different spectrums of
Hold on.
What if
gender
he's just a dirty
equality
guy?
scale.
That's just what it is. Just a dirty guy. Like, so you said something about somebody saying, why didn't she clean up behind him or whatever?
No, that why like.
Why did she put it out?
Why did she put it out?
Yeah, I have a problem with that too. Why did you put it out? What was the point?
Well,
Yeah, I think what she's upset about is that if a woman, so although there is layers to it, which you're seeing, I think when Wendy looks at the whole picture of everything, what is glaringly obvious, which, to be fair, you look at societies everywhere, right? It's just that the general thing is that women shut up, stay in your place, do your work. Your kitchen is your kitchen. Why did you allow your husband go be starved? Oh, now why are you complaining? Why are you putting out there? Is that how women are supposed to act? Which is what she's sensing. I think you and I are seeing it just from like, this is a story about two dirty people. You understand?
I don't even think she's dirty. I just think like, why should people have an opinion on what goes on in your home?
people have.
Because her husband is dirty.
No, because she
Her husband
put
is
it out.
no. Her husband is not. Her husband's not dirty because she put it out.
No, deal.
She came
people
home.
have an opinion because she put it out. Her husband is dirty because the dirty guy.
See, she came
got
home
married
and
to a
there was
dirty
fucking
guy.
Jurassic Park
Deal
in
with
her
it.
kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's little dinosaurs.
Yeah,
like,
but
you know what I'm saying?
I have a
Moving
question
it-
for you.
Yes.
Do you think this is the first display of this type of hygiene this man has shown?
Bruh, do you know what I'm thinking about right now? I actually can't say it on the podcast. I cannot say it on the public podcast. I can't even say it. I can't. Let's just move on. No, I can't say it.
But
I can't say it.
the point I'm
See, I can't say it. Don't worry.
But
No.
that makes my point though.
No. Loose. We cannot say it. Keep it moving. Loose. Stop. Next point.
Alright, you guys.
Let's talk about YC.
Yeah, you guys are
Yes.
talking about what?
I saw the tweet.
Yeah.
It seemed like people did not even know. They don't know who Michael is, and so they were just like,
Please, somebody give
Why
me
is he
backstory.
attacking
I
this
don't
person?
know what happened.
You know who Michael is, right? The Free Me Digital guy.
I'm gonna find the tweets for you.
And so YC, so he tweets, "I'm a hustler, baby. Ask about me. I'm a hustler, baby. I'm a hustler." And YC goes, "That's what you do to young artists, I be hustling out here." That says, "Young artists, follow this thread." It says, "Wonder how people that are in digital marketing can live like artists and flex." It's because of people like this that basically eat your so and so, eat your hard work and fuck you over, and you've been doing this to us, bam bam bam, basically more or less.
Yeah.
So,
So,
I'm guessing Michael did him dirty on.
Yeah. And Michael,
Magic Mike, that's his handle. I am Magic Mike.
Wow.
Trying to
it's awful.
open the whole thread.
Basically, that's all that happened, innit? Like, fam,
But
that's
it didn't
all
seem
that
like
happened.
it went.
So basically, he called him out in public.
Basically, yeah.
Does he have any? Can he back that up? That claim, because
I'm sure he has evidence of something. Abi.
that's bold. That's a bold claim to make. And
He said,
if that's how he feels, and maybe Michael has done that to him, then he is well within his rights to speak to it on whatever platform he feels like.
he's like, "What's up? How's business booming? You milked anyone new lately? Oh, and don't forget Free Me Digital, more like Slavery Digital. No wonder you're always smiling in that office." And then he says, "I run Sony Music West Africa, running it to where? Running it straight into the ground, and you don't even give half a shit."
But if it's what part of the ground? The center?
Oh my days!
Or the middle?
The middle ground, running to the middle
Ba-dum.
ground.
That was like an extended drum solo.
Don't do that again, please. Thank you.
And
You
you
guys
can
know
do whatever
context
you want. You're a
context is
woman.
everything.
You're independent.
Because she went bodum and then April went. Now, in the context of that, we get what that is, hitting a cymbal. But if you just see someone going, what are you gonna think?
I'm not doing this with you. I don't care.
Yeah, but
Anyways,
I mean,
let's.
this Free Me guy. Has anybody ever said, like, is that his reputation?
To be honest, I don't know anything about the guy.
Like, what I'm saying is, you know,
Weren't you there?
there's
He
stuff
came and
you
spoke
hear.
to us at
No, I wasn't. I was out for my thing.
Okay.
Yeah, so I wasn't available.
our surgery, guys. She used to be Chinedu. Defender of the game. Middle ground. I know. it's not the same thing.
Actually,
See, can't I? This Wendy,
No,
God.
my-
This Wendy. Wendy's like
you know,
ready, like
the next tattoo I'm going to get is going to be like, well, actually, that's my whole vibe. My vibe
Dot
is
dot
like,
dot
like,
dot
just-
dot 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 dot.
just like shitting on things. Like every joke, I'm just like, well, actually.
All right, scenario questions. Right, let's move on to that. What are your top 5 dumbest things this presidency has done? Everybody, let's start. Let's start with Loose.
Well, let's come up with a top 5 list.
Oh yeah, let's
Right, all of
together.
us.
Sponsored by Five Alive.
Rats.
I
Wow.
keep it 5 alive.
Rats in the office, thereby forcing the
Is that
president.
the top
Is
thing?
that up there? Up there?
I don't think it's
Yeah,
up there. I think it's probably
it
one
might
of
be
the
the
Guys,
five,
man, I'm gonna get in trouble for this. I can just see
You
it.
might offend your political
I'm
connects.
definitely gonna offend my political correct. Should I be part of it? Can I
Yes,
leave?
yes, yeah. No, you cannot
Nah,
leave.
nigga.
Okay,
The top 5, can we say questionable things? Let's not say dumbest things, please.
Okay.
For my sake.
Okay, for MI6,
Let's say for the
questionable, but we
questionable
know what
things
questionable
that if
means.
we were to, if I
Questionable
were to sit
means
down with,
dumbest.
if I were to sit down with that great man, President Buhari,
What were you thinking?
I would ask him, yo, what happened? You know what I mean? And I don't think Buhari is so much.
Emma, he just needs to be a politician.
Yeah, I don't think he's so much concerned with social media. So a lot of things I believe are his team. Like this rat story. I don't believe that President Buhari went to the office and said,
Rats!
rats! Oh, rats!
Can't be that.
They're rats. And then said, go tell the social media. Go and tell them, I want to be at the office today, but
I can't.
You know what I'm saying?
But do you think the outrage?
I think there was some strategic meeting.
Yeah, but do you think the outrage?
They
that
had a
followed
strategic
that-
meeting and they were like,
Do you think it gets back to him?
I don't think
They could
Bro,
literally
this
not
is one
find
of the,
anything.
One of the greatest fears of leadership is that you can only trust your people. Do you know what I'm saying? You can only trust your people.
There's facts, but when your people, like, the question I'm asking is, do you think like it gets back to him, and he's like, yeah, whatever. It's like, no, this is making us look bad. We can't.
He's not from the generation of people that are worried about that. His social media happened when he was like 60 years old or 70.
Yeah, but when he was trying to win an election, he was active on social media.
He didn't know about social media. It's his team that put him on.
So my question is this: you don't think he knows the power of social media right now? You don't
No,
think
he
Buhari
knows
does?
young people love social media, but he's not tuned into it the way you and I are.
So he doesn't understand the power behind social media. You think he doesn't understand it? Do you understand what I'm asking? Like, he doesn't. I know he's not on Twitter every day saying,
Let me
"Oh,
ask you a
what are they
question.
saying about
Let me ask you a question. Do you understand the power of coding?
of coding,
Yeah.
like coding with computers
Yeah.
and whatever." Yeah.
Do you understand coding?
No.
So, to me, I think that's how Buhari sees.
Yeah, but I understand the
world.
power of coding enough to know that if the codes of something are written wrong, it'll fuck up everything.
Yes.
I understand that much.
So, but
So bringing it back to social media, does he understand that if the narrative about you on social media is veering towards this place, it can affect you? That's what I mean by understanding the power of social media. I think he does.
here's the thing: every conversation about coding that anybody could have, you and I would have no idea what they're saying.
I don't know.
Absolutely no idea. All we would have is like the ultimate best scenario or the ultimate worst scenario. The computer no longer works. We wouldn't understand anything else apart from the ultimate worst or
It
the
works, it
ultimate
doesn't
best.
work.
Right?
Like, you're
Now,
coming home to my
yes.
point.
Now, Buhari has never in his presidency been at the ultimate worst or the ultimate best. It is evident from when he was coming back that a lot of people love him. So many people love him. He's maybe his approval ratings might be one of the highest in recent times. If you look at the demographics of Nigeria, right? If you look at the demographics, you might have super high approval ratings. Now, for somebody that is not going on Twitter, probably doesn't understand what trending means, doesn't understand what all these things are, right? It's just a conversation, and it can be explained away by his team by bots that have been bots to sabotage his presidency or whatever, right? So I don't expect that from him at all. It's people like Femi Adesina, people like that are from a younger generation that are supposed to be there to communicate to us that I have the issue with.
I think he does, and I think his government does, and I think that's where this whole hate speech bill and all this shit is coming from. I think the whole social media bill, I think he does. Like I said, I don't know coding to save my life, but I understand that if the codes are not written right, the whole system is fucked up. I think he understands that the moment a narrative on social media keeps going, because we saw that with the Goodluck Jonathan administration, the moment the
Two
narrative
different generations.
the moment the narrative keeps going, social media is very powerful. I think our president understands the power of social media, not necessarily social media. Do you understand? I don't think he understands social media, but I understand that he knows that somebody can pick up a phone and say, resign or return or whatever, and start a hashtag, and then it's trending in Nigeria for a week, and people is talking. You need to say something. That's you understanding the power of social media.
Yeah, that's why I understand that he doesn't understand social media. Because Buhari is not responding to anything on social media. Ever.
You think so?
Never. He's never responded to anything on social media.
Is that because he doesn't
talks about his
understand it, or
agenda
because he just doesn't
because
think it's important?
It's not relevant in his world.
He doesn't
His
think-
world is about the media, those old newspaper guys,
Traditional media.
his APC, the political base that he's put to, and the promises that he made to the Nigerian people. So every time he comes, he's going to speak about this. No matter what you say to Buhari, when Buhari comes, he's going to talk about corruption. Why? That's the promise he made to the Nigerian people. So when he comes, he's going to show up and be like, guys, this is where we are in the fight with corruption. Blah, blah, blah. You're like, bro, we were just talking about the rats yesterday. He's like, thank you very much. Any questions? All the guys that are in that place are going to be like, look, I ain't trying to fuck up my paycheck. Do you know what I'm saying? And leave that place. And trust me, if you bring something to that president that he wasn't, that's going to be your last time in that press briefing. All those guys are they don't know what's going on. So
No, I don't know that I quite agree with that.
You guys are see.
I don't know.
Top 5.
I feel like you guys are.
the rats has to be the top one.
Top 1.
It's up there. Yeah.
Did
yeah,
they-
the rats, yeah.
What,
That story
what was the
dumb.
reason that we're given for him going to London?
He was sick.
What's it?
They told us that he was sick.
Medical issues.
I feel like you'd have just said, he-
I'm sorry to say this might sound terrible, but this would have been a lot easier to do with the Good Luck presidency.
top 5.
Dumbest.
Because the Good Luck, like they failed hard. Like they like at the end of the day.
Give me 3 things that they did that topped the rat thing.
Okay, I'll tell you.
I don't know. This is a
Yeah,
genuine.
I'm coming to that. But the thing about the Buhari presidency is that young people have so much doubt now. Look, at some point I believed that President Buhari was late. At some point I believed
Oh, yeah,
because
same.
people told me that.
Same.
But at the end of the day, they should be trolling us like, oh, but he just walked down the steps. What were you guys saying again? So we jump on bandwagon on things that aren't really there, right?
Yep.
But like during the Goodluck presidency, my brother, they were like out here doing like doing things. Number one, plane landed in South Africa full of money. They caught the plane. You guys forget the story? They found the plane, they said it's money laundering. This plane that was arrested for money laundering in South Africa, a private plane, was later, after a few weeks, investigated to found out to be the government sending money to South Africa to buy weapons.
Oh, yeah, I remember this. I remember this.
Bruh, like everyone was like, we're all looking this way like, yes, we caught a thief.
Oh,
It's the government. That's who.
That's crazy.
It's the government, bro. The whole patience,
Patience.
the whole girls.
You remember that?
Is there blood?
Look, man, I'll tell you guys the story. Emma almost got us killed
Nah,
in
man.
Abuja.
Yeah, let me tell you. Something. So, first of all, I was a fan of Patience. Good luck, super fan, right?
This is real life, by the way.
Patience Jonathan.
Yes. So we go to a wedding, huge wedding, and she's there. As soon as she gets there, I'm so excited because I want to hear her speak. To me, it's I know I'm gonna laugh.
Before or after, what's that song that you did where you
Before.
I think before.
Before.
So I'm excited. I want to hear her speak. I'm sitting in the front table. I'm telling everybody like, yo, she's about to speak. They call her up, and she's sick that day, by the way. So she goes up. She's like, hey, I'm sick today, but I'll just say a one or two word, you know. And she grabs the mic. I'm like, yo, this is gonna be crazy. I'm ready to laugh my head off. Then Bobby's sitting next to me, and he goes, yo, Secret Service are here. You cannot laugh.
Really?
He says, yo, you're sitting right next, you're in eyesight, don't laugh. Have you ever wanted to laugh?
See,
And then somebody tells you you cannot laugh, right? And then this woman starts giving me comedy goals. She's like, the two of you both couples, like like she goes in on the cake, she goes in like, or just, and this somebody that says she's sick, she just wants to say one or two words. She was talking for like 6 minutes. At least, maybe 13 minutes, maybe. Bruh.
I was scared for my life
See.
because M was there laughing. We were round table.
I
like
couldn't
this.
laugh, bro.
And I'm like,
Tears were
guy,
streaming
the service. Look,
down my face.
What are you doing?
See.
Like, really, he was crying.
I was sweating and crying. Like, because I couldn't laugh out. I was sweating and
This
crying.
is the first lady
Right.
of Nigeria.
Yo.
Look, I was so scared. I was like,
Yo, man, shout out to her, man. On the real, I miss her.
Well, anyways, we haven't been very successful coming up with our list.
Yeah.
Yes, we're wow, 5 questionable.
Was that Buhari's time?
Good luck.
Jonathan's time.
oh, word.
Oh yeah.
That
Jonathan
that
takes
was
the cake.
that was
How long has
That
Buhari
was
been in
amazing.
power for? Jonathan was there for 6 years. Don't worry. Give him time.
yeah, right. 2 years. He's been
It was
powerful.
6 years.
The rats one is definitely big.
Yeah.
He would have done 10.
yeah.
What about the Boko Haram thing? Oh, we defeated Boko Haram. Oh wow, they're back.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, I think. So again, I'll say this. I think that the thing about Buhari is that. Sorry, I don't want to come as if I'm a Buhari. I'm a good luck hater and I'm a Buhari. I'm actually neutral on both presidents.
Of course.
No, I am. I am neutral on both presidents. They are both not what Nigeria needs. But the thing about Buhari is that when he speaks like a general, like a military man, and he gives you the information you want. So what he said was that Boko Haram's tactical center has been destroyed, and they're no longer going to be able to operate as an armed force. What does that mean? Boko Haram were an army that were seizing sovereign territory in Nigeria. Like, there were parts of the country of Nigeria that were owned by Boko Haram. They had their flags, they were the president, and they were the government of that area. And what Buhari said is that they destroyed that. And then like a week later, there was a bombing and Shekau came and he said, look, the next phase is going to be a lot of like one-on-one bombings, a lot of suicide bombings because they're going to hide and run and whatever. But as a tactical force, they've been defeated, right? And I think that's more or less true.
I think we're just not hearing as much as we used to.
Yeah, but there's a reason why. So I think that lends credence to what he's saying. Like when the tactical base of an operation is blown up, they don't function as well
As
as
they.
they would have. So now they are back to guerrilla tactics and this and that and the third. So I think to some extent he was telling the truth when he said that, because the Boko Haram attacks they are fewer and far between.
But they're using more girls.
Yeah. Do you remember, guys, that
When
the
they
army had
really-
to seize back territory?
They're using more girls.
Yep.
I know.
Do you understand that the army had to seize back territory? That the army of Nigeria had to go to Boko Haram and be like, wait, this is actually Nigeria, and fight back to gain back Nigeria. Like, it's amazing. How did this happen? It's not what we're hearing. Like, how did that happen and we didn't know about it then?
Sure.
We're
saying?
living.
It's crazy.
In a country where they don't tell us much.
Because we're in Lagos.
Trisha, Lagos
always
is quite.
keyed into the news. I think it's just a thing of. I don't know.
And then the whole the handling of like prisoners of war. I mean, it's probably maybe the same thing now with the IDPs. But what was happening when the Amnesty International put out the, you know,
Jesus
the guys, all these military chiefs that were taking all the money, like, man, that was a terribly run government.
Who was president when
the jury's
the
out.
bomb dropped on the IDP camp?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's Barrister.
Why?
Okay, that's the second. That's number
Oh
2.
wow.
Wow.
That's number 2.
Oh wow. Yeah. Well, okay. Well, guys, unfortunately, we have run out of time. We will finish this list next week. So everyone, go do your research and everything. Meanwhile, Luz, congratulations on your new single. It's going to
God bless
pop.
you with new music.
Wow.
Ah,
You should say
okay.
thank you.
Sorry. Thank
Say
you.
thank you. No, you say thank you.
April, say thank you.
Thank you to our fans for listening to the podcast. Anyways, if you want to reach us on Instagram and Twitter, you could go at Middle Ground Pod, and on Facebook we're at Middle Ground NG. Our email address is middlegroundng@gmail.com. Send us messages. Tell me how much you love me, because obviously I'm the most famous person here.
Yeah, you
So,
need it.
okay. Okay, Luz. Your single sucks anyways, doesn't it?
That's not what you said.
All right, thank you all for listening to us. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Hello. Are you going to say goodbye?
Oh, bye. I don't need to say bye. You said bye for us.
Okay,
Say
bye,
thank you for
everyone.
listening to us. Bye.
Okay, peace out, everyone. Bye.
How many bytes you want to say?
I'm going to say as many byes as I want to say.
Okay. Cutting this up.
Yeah.
The middle ground.